Hi guys, welcome to the multi-award winning Emerald House of Cars. We're a totally unique family run business on a mission to be the best car dealership in the UK. Our commitment is to give you guys the best buying experience you've ever received, whether you plan on purchasing completely online using our free next day delivery service with 7-day money back guarantee, or you're coming to the showroom to meet the team. We've made everything as easy and as transparent as possible so that you've got full confidence in choosing Emerald for your next car. A little later in the video, we'll show you how our vehicles are prepared before sale in our on-site RAC approved service centre. But for now, sit back, relax and enjoy the following video.
Hello there guys, and a sunny welcome, which is quite nice, a nice break from the showers, to Emerald HQ and this walk around on the epic, class leading, luxury pinnacle of performance, the BMW 530d M Sport. Now, my job here today is to give you a full walk around of this car, show you all the impressive features it has, all the styling upgrades, and of course all the awesome features on the interior. So, without further ado, let's get stuck in. Got your BMW headlights here with your LED daytime runners. Moving down, you've got your front parking sensors, honeycomb canyons with your fog lights, and of course that gorgeous gloss black styling as part of the shadow line. As part of the M Sport pack, you do of course get the nice sharp angular bumpers which give it a bit more of an aggressive presence. You can see chrome kidney grills, black vertical slats, and of course you've got the nice aluminium trim on the eyebrows now to really make that look a bit more meaner, like it's staring really at you from behind. You can also see you've got the sharp lines on the bonnet, and moving down you have got the alloy wheels here, the 19-inch multi-spoke diamond cut alloys, of course with the M logo and the Estral blue M caliper just behind. Part of the shadow line, you've got the vent on the side, got the M Sport badging on the wing, and of course you've got the extended side skirts all the way down the bottom with the semi-flared arches to give it a real nice different look and appearance. Body coloured door mirrors with the built-in indicators and gloss black surround, and of course the gloss black window surround again, shadow line package as part on there around the windows. Tinted privacy glass and gloss black B-pillars. Got the nice chrome finished on the handles, because let's not forget the 530d is a big executive cruiser that is destined for wicked performance doing motorway miles. Shark fin antenna, and moving down you've got the wholesome shapely rear end, the iconic statement with the rear parking sensors, and of course you've got the nice dual exit exhaust with a ferric grey diffuser as well. Now in terms of boot room, as the 5 Series is of course an executive saloon, you can expect a very large space in which to put any luggage, storage, golf clubs. Obviously you can't use pets or anything because it is classed as a hatchback, but you can obviously put all your luggage requirements in there, suitcases, suits, again golf clubs, push chairs, buggies, picnic baskets, tents, anything of that nature. But you do get a real solid amount of space with nice dual access on the sides as well. It is a push down boot, so don't be tricked into thinking it's electronic shut, but you can see it gives it a real nice shape from any way you look at it. Those alloy wheels are really smart in terms of the contrast in the appearance against that solid white paintwork, chrome and black styling. It just gives it a real nice different vibe. It gives it that sporty yet practical yet business yet performance. It kind of ticks every single box that you could want it to tick. For me, it's one of the best cars out there, one of the best options, and even more so when you see what it's got inside awaiting its new owner. So in terms of interiors, BMW did get slated for many years, but this was the model where they really changed the game up. You can see you've got the cream, you've got almost the triangular geometry on there on the aluminium trim, and you've got the black contrast stitching along with the white stitching on there as well, giving it a real bespoke appearance. You've got that gorgeous quilted leather with the stitching here, real nice lines all the way over it, giving it a nice aesthetic. Gloss black electric seating, and on here you've also got your M Sport logo, you've got your stainless steel sports pedals, you've got your auto lights, you've got your auto beams, instrument cluster light and fog lights. Then you move on and you can see you've got that geometric design all the way across on there, the hexagonal trim, chrome handles, and then of course the half leather on the door card there again, with here the electronic folding windows, electrically adjustable windows, and of course you've got the other options for your remote boot release as well. Now before we get too stuck in the back, we'll show you the room. It is a 5 Series, it's big, it's baller, it's comfortable. You can see no rips, no tears, no horror marks, no nothing, just Isofix, plenty of comfort, and an astronomical amount of space. Really, really practical for any sort of driving this. And now, speaking of driving, let's see what it's like in the driver's seat. As soon as you sit down is how supportive those bolster seats are. Now, a lot of people wouldn't probably understand what that means, but on the bolsters where it keeps you up really snug and fitted in, you feel supported. You don't feel like you're going to wiggle around, you're going to move, you're going to have any play. It's just really nice and reassuring. Of course you can amend them, but it's a real nice thing. It just starts to hug you and makes you feel safe. Now on the dashboard you've got the leather as well with the black stitching, and that of course gives it that real executive and luxurious feel, along with having the gorgeous trim, which as you can see blends lovely. All the shut lines match from the door onto the dash all the way across. You've got the nice pearl finish as well, and then you go on to the Pro Nav, and then you've got your digital display. So to turn it on, press the button just here, you can see, turn it on, press your foot on the brake, press the engine, and there you go, starts up first time. No issues, no warning lights, no delay, no lag. And what's really nice is there's no loud noises from a diesel. A lot of people believe that these diesels now have to be really loud and dirty diesels are things of the past, and that is true because now they're quiet, and that of course adds to the overall sophistication, the elegance, and everything that you think you know about the BMW brand. In order to have a car that screams luxury, screams comfort, and screams bespoke, you have to have a silent engine. And of course you can see on there the digital display loads up. You've got your clocks here, you've got your white, obviously the backing on the font, and you've got the orange needles with the white inlay. You can see really, really responsive and really, really nice. Car's done very low miles. It's only just covered over 24,000, which again doesn't mean it's even really running. Now on there you have of course got the steering wheel finished in Napa leather, 3-spoke multifunction. It's not flat bottom, but it is lower in terms of the bottom here to the top, the difference between the height, and that of course retains its sports and performance feel. You've got the chrome inlays just on here with the M badging, you've got cruise control and speed limiter, and you've got your media control just here. Now behind them you do have, believe it or not, indicators that work. Yep, there you go, unbelievable. You've got your high beam lighting, and of course you've got the BC button here, which changes the display on the bottom of your instrument cluster just there, so you can really accommodate it to what you want it to be. And on this side you have got your auto wipers. Now on the back of the wheel you've of course, as it's a DCT gearbox, you have got the paddle shift. Now what that means is you can have both hands on the steering wheel, both hands ready to use this, and it's the most optimum, engaging and immersive way of driving an automatic. It gives you the old school feel of driving a manual, but with all the aesthetics and the feel of that you're in a race car. Now minus goes down the gears, plus goes up the gears. If you want that in greater form, or you want a more detailed video on how paddle shift works, give me a shout and I'll happily do that for you. And then we move around and you can see we're now onto the touchscreen Pro Nav system, although I am going to use the iDrive controller to save getting smears all on the screen. So the professional nav system gives you a larger screen and a better output in terms of what you can do. So if you go on media and radio, you can see you've got DAB, you've got FM and AM, but in terms of radio you're only going to want DAB. You've got a hard drive, you've got the CD and DVD player, Bluetooth audio for all your streaming, Apple CarPlay and items like that, and you've got a USB as well. You can connect your Bluetooth telephone device and change the sound as well. Communication, again, you can add your mobile phone to this really simply. Simply click on there, connect new telephone, and you're good to go. Navigation, we have been on it, but you can see all super simple to use, really, really easy. And if you click on the map, stretches across the whole screen. It's not cut off as on the business nav or the other navigation offerings. The Pro Nav is the one that everybody wants. And on there as well you can go across, you've got BMW Connected Drive, of which you will need to confirm with BMW if your subscription is still active. Now if you go on my vehicle, you can of course see your average MPG is 44.4, average speed is 30.8, which again, as a potential new owner, you can see this car has been really well looked after. If you go on vehicle settings, you can change the interior lighting, you can change the ambient lighting colour, you've got all the different options here. For us, there's only one we'd have, and that's emerald green, baby. You can change the brightness so you can see where it illuminates, and you can have it dimmed for night driving if you wish. For us, we're going to turn that off because we like it nice and bright all the time. You've also got your exterior lighting, you can change different options on there, and of course you can change your doors and your key, your driver's door, your relock, all the different options in terms of safety. And that brings me on, you've got pedestrian alert as well, and collision warning, speed warning, alertiveness assistant, which of course just recommends when you take a break, or as I can say, have a quick read of that just there. Now you can have 3 options. If you set that to sensitive, that's the safest option. It will warn you at the earliest convenience when it thinks you need to just take a break. Now parking, again, parking view is shown, so you've got the park assist, the parking distance control, you've got drive experience, you can configure sport, individual, you can change the steering, the engine, and you can change the transmission if you really want to, and you can do the Eco Pro on there as well. You've got climate comfort, so you can do auto air recirculation, temperature adjustment for the upper body, auxiliary and seat heating as well. Vehicle tracking, if ever it got stolen, you can have that. So if you wanted vehicle tracking, you can do that one on there. The late parking position can be sent and recalled with BMW connected app. So it's just another safety feature for you in there. You've got iDrive settings, you've also got main menu, you can change driver profiles, but the main one you want is vehicle status. Now on this you can do many different things. You've got your TPMS light, you can check your engine oil level, you've got your AdBlue, you check control if there's any faults, and of course service requirements. Now if you go on there, you've got service history, you can see it's had it done at BMW in 2018 and 2021, and we of course will have done a service on this as well in 2022 when we've taken the car into stock as part of our Emerald inspection service. And you can also see you can do a teleservice call if you need to. So out of that you can go on technology in action. You've got efficient dynamics, driving style, and if you're a petrol head and you want that nice bit of thrill and nice display, you've got your kilowatts and newton meters in torque and power just there as well. If you want efficient dynamics, you can click on there and that gives you a basis of how efficient the car is running and how it works. And if you go across, you've got notifications as well, again, if there's any issues or messages. But as I say, this is touchscreen. If you do want to use it that way, I just prefer not to smear it. Now you can see on there the trim I was on about, that geometric style trim, really nice and a different contrast to the old aluminium hexagonal trim you're used to in BMWs. This gives it a real nice refined characteristic, and it's something I'm all for. Moving down from there, as part of the shadow line package, you get the gloss piano black inlay here. Got your air vents, auto start stop button of course to start the car. You've got your CD player and all the different modes that you can have. And down here you've got your dual zone air conditioning, meaning I can turn it right up for the driver, right down for the passenger, and of course I can also do max air conditioning if I want to, which I don't because it's too loud. I've also got max front screen, max rear screen, obviously the demisters, and on there I can change where the air is distributed into the cabin, as you can see here. Auto aircon if I want to do it on that one. I've got seat heating as well for both the driver and the passenger, clicking this button just here. Obviously the less bars you have, the less hot the car is on the seat. If you put it up full like that, that's the equivalent of turning your volume up to 10. You've also here got the fan severity, so this changes the air distributed via the passenger side and the driver's side, as you can see here. And if you click on menu, you're able to see that it brings it up on the screen for you as well. Now what you've also got here is the temperature for the driver, as in where the air is distributed. You can sync the temperatures to match the driver and have recirculation just there, but for us we're going to turn it off now because we don't need it on. And underneath that you've got the nice bit of leather just here with the contrast stitching. Slide that back, you've got a USB, you've got storage, got dual cup holders, and of course a 12-volt charger as well. And then we move down onto the main piece, of course, the most engaging part of any car. It is the automatic gearbox. Now how this works as a DCT is quite simple. Put on the brake, you've got an unlock button here, press it in, press it down, and you can see now that you're in D, which means drive. You can also see here you're in comfort mode and D, drive as well. Put it into reverse, you hold the button, you click R and you push it up and you can see you're in reverse. And you know, because your front and rear parking distance control kicks in as well. Now there is a mode in this that people don't know, and that of course is if you move it across to the left, you can see that now you're in S1 mode, which means sport. So that does mean you can drive it if you want in standard sport mode. It will just give you a higher rev ratio, better throttle response, or you can use it like this as a Tiptronic box as such in terms of manual. So if you didn't want to use the paddles, you can be driving, I don't know, you hit 4,000 revs, you change up, change up, change up, change up. If you're coming down the revs, 3,000, 2,000, change, 3,000, 2,000, change. Really simple, but for us, keep it in drive, and that is where the money is. Here you've also got your iDrive controller, of course, with all the touch options of which we've just seen on the screen. This of course is your controller, you dial where you turn and change and click to put the options on. Electronic parking brake, auto hold, traction control off. You've also got your audible parking sensors, and here you have your drive select mode in terms of Eco Pro. And now the nice thing about this, it does change the dashboard illumination, which is really cool, and again something where BMW are ahead of the times. Clicking comfort, you get that display, and you put it in sport and you can see you get a real nice illuminated dash. You get the M logo come up as well. Just makes you feel that little bit more special. Now the ambient lighting we're on about, you can see here just underneath, it is starting, as it's a little bit darker here, to kick in. It goes all the way across the cabin, all the way underneath here, and then of course you can see it just kicking in on the doors. Obviously at night it makes a huge difference. Now the last piece of the puzzle that I want to show you is of course the armrest. So there's a button just there, as you can see, and if you click that up, you've got another 12-volt charger, and you've got a nice little bit of storage underneath. But in terms of the everything I can tell you about this staggering option in terms of an efficient, luxury, prestigious branded, awesome performing and great looking executive saloon. But what I haven't told you is of course that this has been treated as well to the just as good and world famous Emerald 128 point check. That means that this car has been meticulously and thoroughly checked over cosmetically and mechanically by our on-site RAC approved facility, and we've also got the results on our website of those checks as well if you wanted to take a look. We give it an oil and filter change, as I've said, to stop any confusion or cross-contamination on any products that have been used, and of course we want it in peak condition for your arrival here or when you have it delivered using our click and deliver service remotely online. But for me, it's just a great big thank you for taking the time to watch the video, and more importantly, I cannot wait to see you soon. If you need finance or part exchange, get in touch, we'll be more than happy to help. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you at HQ very soon.
One of the most important factors when buying a used vehicle is figuring out who to trust. Buying a car is a massive financial commitment, and you need to be 100% confident in the company that you choose. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google, Facebook and Auto Trader, hundreds of video testimonials, and the jewel in the crown are the multitude of awards we've won over the past number of years, including UK Independent Dealer of the Year, Independent Community Dealer of the Year, and most recently, Used Car Retailer of the Year. Integrity and transparency are really important to us at Emerald in how we conduct our business. We're the only dealership with a multi-award winning weekly YouTube show which pulls back the curtain and lets you see the inner workings of how a car dealership operates. We cover all aspects of the day-to-day running, from buying, selling, sourcing, after sales, and of course everything that goes on over at our RAC approved workshop.
Every one of our cars undergoes a 128-point vehicle inspection by our team of experienced technicians. Any item that aren't up to our approved standards, we rectify and replace parts needed with manufactured approved parts. We also service every car and put a fresh MOT on ready for its next owner. When we are happy the car is in A1 mechanical condition, over it goes to our body shop for paint correction or wheel refurbishment, then finally onto our detailing team. Essentially, we want to ensure that when the car reaches its new owner, it's at its very best. For the road ahead, we've got you covered with a comprehensive 90-day warranty, which can be extended for 1, 2 or 3 years, depending on your preference. We are proud to be partnered with the market-leading warranty providers that match up to our own high standards, providing customers with genuine support when they need it.
We've also got you protected for all unfortunate circumstances, such as having your car written off or stolen throughout your time owning the vehicle. We're really pleased to be able to offer a great RAC, gap and return to invoice insurance product, keeping you safe long after you've left our showroom.
If you are local to us and want us to take away the headache of keeping your car well maintained, our service plans could be just the ticket for you. Payable monthly and carried out in our fully equipped RAC approved garage, every service comes complete with a free health check to keep you and your vehicle safe and secure on the journey ahead, and also protect the future value of your car by maintaining that all-important service history.
And when it comes to protecting your car's interior and exterior against stains, scuffs, contaminants, all of our encompassing Guardex paint and fabric protection ensure the aesthetic appearance of your new vehicle remained unaltered and improved to an almost better than new finish. It's a great opportunity to protect against the best and worst that Mother Nature has to offer.
And last but not least, if you do need to take out finance for your new vehicle, we have a panel of over 35 lenders, including Santander, with rates as low as 7.9% APR, always guaranteeing you the lowest possible interest rate. For a free finance check, which won't affect your credit rating, click the finance tab on our website to fill out a 2-minute application that lets you know beforehand what your monthly payments are likely to be. We've got loads of PCP, HP and lease options available depending on your personal preference and budget. So if you want to speak to me or my team of finance experts for any help and advice, please don't hesitate to pick up the phone. We're here to help.
Our goal at Emerald is not just to sell cars, it's about creating lasting relationships and customers for life. But don't just take our word for it. Here's what some of our customers had to say about their very own Emerald experience.
And how would you rate us out of 10? 10 being probably the best car dealership in the UK.
Definitely 10. Oh, I'd definitely say 10.
I'm going to say 10. 10.
10, obviously.
10.
10, I suppose.
Definitely a 10.
I would give you a 10.
It's got to be a 10.
I'd give you a 10.
Well, it's obviously a 10, isn't it?
Obviously a 10.
Mate, more than 10.
Can I say 11?
Straight million. Straight million.
Way more than 10.
I would say 10.
Oh, I'd go as far as saying 11.
Definitely a 10.
10, yeah. A 10.
I can say 10.
In the UK.
11.
Well, it's got to be a 10.
Definitely a 10. If I could give you more than a 10, I definitely would.
I'd definitely say a 10.
10. I'd give you a 10.
I'd give it a solid 10.
I would say 10.
10 out of 10.
I'll give you a 10 then. Sounds
Give us a 10.
10.
And I'll give you a 10 out of 10.
Gotta be a 10.
I'd give you a 10.
I would rate you a 10. 10 out of 10, 100%. It's gotta be 10 out of 10, isn't it?
That's an easy one, isn't it? It's 11.
11 out of 10.
I'll give you 10. Because I came back, didn't I? And I'll be back again.